Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin, and today in this video I'm going to talk about my action plan and based on the practice that I was doing in the San Miguel. I am a student and I was doing and this is my last year, and I was doing my practice in the Instituto Nacional Isidro Menéndez in San Miguel, and I was working there only for a short time. But in that short time, I learned many things and many things or problems that happened in the classroom. So I was working with the licenciada Ana Soto, and I was working only for a short time. But in that short time, I saw in the students the most problem that we have or they have when we are learning English, and one of the problem is the listening. The listening, because when we are speaking in English, they don't understand nothing, or it doesn't matter if we trying to speak English slow, they don't understand nothing, and that's a big problem because it's like if we are talking code, and it's very hard give a classes in that level, so we need to explain the class in different ways until the students can understand what we want to say in the class. Sometimes it's really important and give to the students a vocabulary and that they can understand better, looking for the description of that word, because sometimes the words are very difficult and more the pronunciations, or sometimes the student knows the word but they don't know how is the pronunciation. So when we say the pronunciation, they don't know nothing, but they know the word. They know the word. For example, if I write in the whiteboard, "Hello, how are you?" and they can understand that I am asking them, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" But if I write in the whiteboard, but if I say, "Hello, how are you?" they don't understand what I am asking them. So that is one of the problems that I have, and I chose that problem, the listening skills, because it's very important that the students can understand when a person is speaking to them. And in my action plan, I have some specific points, and the first is the overall objective. The overall objectives, and I have to looking for the problem that the students have when they want to learn English, or the problem that they have in the class, in the English class. And the specific objective is that the student can improve the English, and they can make a conversation, or they can make a little conversation. It doesn't matter if they can't speak with another person for a long time. The important is that they can understand what the people want to say, and this is the specific objective. The other is learn English in an easy way. Well, in the class, we have to teach in an easy way, and explain to the students and make activities that they can learn English faster and have a good time, or have a fun class. And this is very important because the students are enjoying the class, and at the same time they are learning English. So that is the the second specific objective. And I have some words. In the words I have learn English. Well, that's the most important in the class. Learn English, and that the student can see the big opportunities or the great opportunities that the English gives to us, because the English is really important. The English is really important here or everywhere. It doesn't matter if we are living here in El Salvador. In El Salvador, the people, almost the people don't speak English, and we as a student or we as a teacher don't have a people to practice our English, or to put in practice or English. So it's really hard. It's really hard practice alone, practice by myself, and it's very necessary find another person and speaking English with them, speaking English with the other person, and trying to get the others ideas, because sometimes we know English, but we sometimes know some words, and the other people or the other person, they know another words. So it's really important, because in that way, when we listen new words, we are learning English and trying to improve our English and get advantage about that. That is really important. This is one of the words that I have here in my action plan. The second is increase the level of the English. Well, as we know, as a teacher, we have the opportunity, or we have the obligation that the student can learn English in a classroom. So we have to motivate the students, and that the student can increase the level and learn English more easy. Well, the third is also we need that the student put in practice their listening skills. Well, it's very necessary that the student can put in practice their listening skills, and with this I was looking for some activities and new techniques to put in the classroom, and that the student can learn English in a faster way. So in the next page I have the activity solve of the problem, the activities to solve the problem, the problematic situation. Well, in my action plan I have 27 activities that I was looking at, and these activities, I think these are very important and very nice to put in practice our listening skills. These are activities that in some cases we were doing in a classroom, or we were teaching to other students, or maybe with some friends. Well, in these activities I have the first one, 27 activities, and these activities I have to do in 60 hours, and in different classes with different sections. And when I was doing my practice, I had 3 sections. I had the first section is MA1C, AM1B, and AM1E. Those 3 were my sections when I was doing my practice in the institution, and with different students. In the first section, in one section I have 40 students, in the other 30, and in the other 25. And in each section there are many students that they want to learn English, and this is very important, because these students motive to the teacher and to learn more English, because I am a student. I am not a teacher yet, but I want to be a teacher, and I want to speak English to teach good things in the class. Well, I have here or the first activities is listen for the word. Listen for the word. In this activity, we can use a popular culture, for example, a TV show, watching a TV show, or listening songs, and I, as a teacher, can put music in my computer in the class, and that the student can listen the songs and trying to find some words. I can say find 5 or 10 words that you can hear in that songs, and they can write in the in the notebook. And this is a good way to improve the listening skills. If the students listen and understand the word, they can write in the notebook. Well, the second activity is describe the picture. And this is a good activity, and we can make this activity in pairs. So I can choose 2 students, and I have to give to the students one picture and one blank of piece of paper, and the student have to sit back to back in a chair, and one of the students have to say or try to describe or try to make the description of the picture, and the other student have to draw the picture that is in the other picture. So one of the students have to describe the picture, and the other student is listening the describing and drawing the picture. So this is a good activity, and it's very important. With this activity, a student can put in practice their listening skills and learning English faster, and learning English without feeling bad, or without well, they can learn English in a faster way. This is 1 or 2 activities that I grow in my action plan, and I have 27, and it's very necessary. It's very necessary that the student learn English, and it's very necessary that the student can put in practice the listening skills, and not only the listening skills, they can put in practice the 4 skills, because the English is beautiful. The English is really nice, and we have to learn the English good. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good night, and God bless you.